And good Saturday morning to everybody out there. Glad you're with us again for another Saturday morning. Good morning, Shannon.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Like we talked earlier, I work some 12-hour shifts, and I don't know if I should be doing that a whole lot because I felt like a building fell on me after the second or third day. I was like, oh, you know.
Yeah,
Anyway, other than that, yeah.
I don't miss those days.
I bet
I
you
know
don't.
we were talking about 15-hour days, travel included and everything. Yeah, I don't miss those days. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
So did you do anything fun this week other than work? Did you get to do any comic stuff?
Actually, I did. I bundled up a package to send to one of our friends, Todd. Remember us talking about that? Anybody remembers Gimpy 204? Todd, big comic guy, X-Men guy, Planet of the Apes. So we had a lot in common. I got a little package from him, and I'm gonna do a video on that later. But send him out some stuff. So did that and put some stuff away from last week that I didn't put away. So I got that done. So half
Don't
the
look
stuff
behind
put
me.
away after this week.
Yeah, don't look behind me.
Yeah.
I got mine ain't put away. Oh, yep. And I do remember Gimpy. He had a tremendous Mego collection, man.
Oh yeah.
In fact, he posted some pictures on Facebook, I think it was. And man, he's got a incredible Mego collection. Incredible.
Oh, yeah. Just like all the original Migos, the Star Wars stuff, the Kiss dolls, the Planet of the Apes stuff. It just, and I was trying to get him back on YouTube. He said, well, I was thinking about it, so maybe we'll see him back on here soon.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, that would be fun. Absolutely. Oh, well, I did get to do a little comic researching, not researching, buying. What am I talking about? Researching, buying? I ain't researching it. I'm buying it. I got to go yesterday. We've been waiting to do this for, since like, I don't know, I think February, where my son lives up in Portland, Maine. He's about an hour away from us. He lives up there and works up there. But they have a really good Italian restaurant up there. And in that, it's like a little alcove where you go down these steps into the basement of a store. And on the right side is the Italian restaurant. On the left side is Casablanca Comics. Yeah. So it's like, that's heaven for me. That's heaven. That's Nirvana, So we've been waiting to go because we loved the Italian food there. We've only eaten there once, but it was so good. So we finally got together yesterday, went up, saw him. He took us out to lunch. I got to go in, spend some birthday money on some comics. Spent way more than that birthday allowance, but that's okay.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. So I'm hopefully gonna do a video here at some point and be able to post it up there, or maybe I'll do another live drive-in and let people stop in if they want.
There you go.
But yeah, it'll be fun. So, well, what do you think? Should we open up the doors and let the peanut gallery loose?
Let's crack open those peanuts.
All right, here we go. And a good morning to everybody here in the Peanut Gallery. Thanks for hanging out with us again.
Oh, yeah. Happy Saturday, guys. Always happy to be here.
Absolutely. All right. Let's see what's popping here. We got Easy Comic Reader. Good morning, everyone. To the tune of Rocket Man by Elton John. 2 parts. All right. What do you think, Shannon? You feel ready?
Oh, let's see. And I think it's going to be a long, long time. The fill the runs are hard to find. I'm not the completest they think I am at all. That's not really the tune, but hey, it's early in the morning.
Don't forget, second part.
Go ahead.
All right. Oh, no. I'm a comic fan, burning through funds out here alone. And that's so true. Oh, easy comic reader. Thank you once again for that musical opening.
He's always ready.
I love it. I was on his Instagram last night looking at some of the pictures and stuff he posts. He does this thing where he posts like comic panels, and it almost like makes a little movie. It's pretty cool. Yeah, if you get a chance to check that out, it's really neat.
In a few days, let's check it out. Yeah. Okay, Higgy's in here. What's up, Easy?
Higster, what's happening? And Easy Comic Green says, Higgy Pop. Oh, I got it. There we go.
Oh, and John's in the house. Dr. Von Chilla, howdy, y'all.
Hey, John, great to have you with us again.
Yeah, talked to John last night.
And Higgy Pop says, howdy, Doc.
Mastodon Comics and Music. I'm finally going to catch you live again. Glad to have you here, my friend.
Thanks for joining us. And he says, good morning, Higgy Pop, Dr. Von Chiller, and Easy Comic Reader.
Michael Taylor's in the house. Good morning, Doc and Shannon. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Michael. Easy Comic Reader says, morning, Mastodon and Dr. Von Chiller.
The Hotel Arloff. Hello. Good morning, sir. Glad to have you.
Hey, Gratu. Great to have you with us again. Michael Taylor says, good morning, Dr. Von Chiller.
And Michael Taylor's good morning, Higgy.
And the Professor Eric Breen. I, Mysterio, am ready to hear someone else monologue. I hope I did you proud, Eric.
Miranya's in the house. Miss Miranya, Star Trekking across the universe, boldly going forward, still can't find reverse. That might be a problem.
Lady M, love it. Great to have you with us. Michael Taylor says, good morning, Eric.
Eric Green, good morning, Michael.
And Dr. Von Chilla says, I missed last week because I woke up thinking it was Friday until I was informed at lunchtime that it was indeed Saturday.
Oh, man.
Well, we're glad you made it with us today, John.
Absolutely. Naranya, good morning to Rod, Shannon, all the wonderful nutty members of the Peanut Gallery and all of the NOTDs, nuts of the day out there. Absolutely.
Right on. Eric Breen says the above comment was a shameless plug for the Geeky Puppet Show. That's right. If you haven't seen the Geeky Puppet Show, you got to check it out. I'm actually going to go on Sunday night, I think, Shannon. I think I'm going to do it again. Going to be up there for a double shot.
Good deal.
So, a lot of fun.
And Moran, Rod and Shannon need to show up on Sunday to read on the Geeky Puppet Show. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing that. As long as I don't know what time it is. If it's late, I probably won't be able to because of work. But if I can, I sure will. It'd be fun.
I think the first reading is like 8:15.
Might be a little late for me, but I'll see if I can work something out sometime.
And it usually goes about an hour 15 minutes, I think. Right. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. Mastodon Comics and Music. Hey, Mr. Breen is here. That's right.
Eric's like, I'm contractually obligated to be here.
Hey, great Ghost.
Yeah, we were just talking about him. Good deal. Yeah. Good to see you, Todd.
Yes, great to have you with us, Todd. Happy Saturday morning, man.
Yeah, happy Saturday, man.
And Shannon tells me he's trying to get you back on YouTube. You got to get back on, brother, and put some videos out there. We miss you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Fireball Comics. Hey. Glad to see you.
Good morning, Fireball. And Great Gippy's Ghost says, I'm coming. I promise, he says. That's good news.
Oh, yeah. Mastodon, let me see that contract. I'm able to get you some compensation. Hey, if there's money involved, yeah.
Higgy Pop Comics says, howdy to the dynamic duo. Hippie, Higgy.
Thanks, Higgy. Michael, I had a lot of Migos growing up, including the very rare removable Batman Migo. Awesome.
Yes. I used to have the Batman Migo I had was the removable mask one because I got
Todd, the Gimpy there. Yeah, Gimpy there. He's like the Migo king, man. I've never seen so many Migos. It's great.
Exactly. Oh, it was great because like I said, I was looking on his Facebook thing. He posted some pictures, and I'm looking through, and I'm like, I recognize a couple that I got. Like he's got like the Birdman one, like I've got, and stuff like that. Great stuff, man. Oh, it was just so fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
And great Gimpy. Did I miss one?
No, go ahead.
Did we do Michael? Yeah.
No, I think the last one by Gimpy. We didn't get that one yet.
Okay, but we got Michael. I can't remember if I did or not.
Yeah, we got Michael. We didn't get the Gimpy one. Yeah.
All right. Then we go to Gimpy. He says, "I'm impressed. You guys are still doing this comic vid thing." Oh yeah.
I think a lot of people are impressed we're still alive.
We're trying to take it to another level, Gimpy.
Yeah.
And Michael Taylor says,
Batman Migo. Okay, I got you.
All right. You go ahead with the next one.
Oh, you go ahead.
Okay. Great Gimpy's Ghost. Laugh out loud. Don't own that original Kyle Migo Batman.
ECR, a duet. Awesome.
Great way
I promise
to
I'll be in better tune next time. That's awful being a musician. Too early in the morning, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. You don't see me dropping any records, do you? Oh, Quite Enough Sayer says, my band used to do Rocket Man a long time ago.
Yeah, another musician.
All right.
Very cool.
And thanks for being with us this morning, Quite Enough Sayer. Appreciate you spending your Saturday with us.
Eric, speaking of songs, I have the second stanza of the song I told you about Thursday.
Oh, yeah, he's working on a song. I don't want to give too much away. He can give it away if he wants, but he's working on something, and it's going to be good when he gets it done. It'll be worth it.
Check it out.
Great Gimpy's Ghost. He says, hey, hippie.
Mastodon, yes, the Ghost Rider panel that ECR posted from Spotlight 5 is gold.
Yes, very cool. It was one of the things I was talking about that he posts on Instagram. Definitely check his channel out on Instagram. Very cool stuff. Quite Enough Sayer says, hello, everyone. Hope you don't mind me popping in again. Not at all, man.
Oh, we're happy to have everybody. Anybody wants to show up and spend Saturday morning hanging out with a bunch of old guys in comics.
Absolutely. The more the merrier. Michael Taylor says, I've had those days. Dr. Von Gilla, he says.
Captain UK's here. Hey, everyone. Hey, Captain.
Hey. Great to have you with us again, Captain.
Yes, sir.
And Lady M says the shows are 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Fridays and Sundays. So okay.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, okay, I had it right. Times are flexible as they are PST, Puppeteen Standard Time. So it's as soon as we can get things rolling, they get the show off and running.
I'll see if I can. Michael Taylor's Gimpy. What a furry face you have, LOL.
Great Gimpy's Ghost says, I'm not a musician, I'm a drummer.
There is a difference, just like being a bass player. I understand that comment. Have to credit Trusty Sidekick. He came up with the first line.
Hey, Gimpy says, it's furry and gray. All right, that catches us up with the ever-loving Peanut Gallery. Thank you all again for hanging out with us again on this Saturday morning. We're going to show some more science fiction books. You want to take it away, partner?
Yeah, I got a couple stacks back here somewhere. Let's see. All righty. Yeah, this one I've showed before. This was actually my first Charlton comic. And I had a cousin. I've told this story before. I had a cousin that him and his brother had a big steamer truck next to their bed in their bedroom, and it was like crammed full of like every imaginable comic. But this first time I'd ever seen Charlton's, and I thought this was awesome. This is my original copy. So this is Fantastic Giants 24.
Oh, yes.
Ditko issue, Conga and Gorgo, Martian Monster, Hogar. Yeah, this one has been well loved because I probably acquired it when I was probably 10 or 11 years old. I did get to upgrade it, though.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Look at that. Boy, that second copy you got looks like brand new.
It's not bad. I got some more Bronze Age Charlton sci-fi Space War number 32.
Oh, nice.
And Space War number 31. I think some of these are reprints, but it's Ditko, so I don't care.
Unapologetic.
There
you go.
There's another copy of that, and for some reason, I don't know why. I didn't think I had duplicates in my collection. Space War number 30. More Ditko goodness.
Nice.
Okay, we got, let's see. Make sure I get this right. All right, we got, here's a cool series. Some of John Byrne's early work. Doomsday +1.
Yes.
Number 1.
Yeah.
The comic looks kind of familiar, that cover, for some reason.
Yeah, I was going to say, it probably gives you, throwbacks.
Yeah. Okay, we got Doomsday +1 number 2. And number 3.
Very nice.
Number 4.
Cool.
John Byrne changed his style over the years. I still kind of like that early stuff.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Oh, neat. I like that cover. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And number 6.
Neat.
And number 7. I think this is probably a reprint.
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlton was kind of famous or infamous for that, repurposing covers and double covers and covers that didn't go on the books they were supposed to. Doomsday +1 number 8. Little triptych cover.
Yeah, that's neat.
And number 9. One good thing about digging in these boxes, you can see the stuff that I have to rebag or like bag the first time. I actually got a bunch of bags and boards coming in, so that's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
Here's number 10.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
How many issues did they run?
I think 12. Here's 11. That's another repurposed cover.
Yeah, they changed it from black to purple. I see. Yes.
Right. And here's number 12. This was the last issue, but I think they actually the art and the story was done for 13, and they might have published it later on, maybe here in the last several years. I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody could tell me. But I think they did maybe Charlton Neo Company might have done that, or somebody. Published number 13. So that's the end of that run.
Wow.
All right. I'll end it right there for now.
All righty. And let me get you back in the dual citizenship here. There we go. All right. And we can take a peek through the peanut gallery again. Here we go.
Maranya CGG, do you own the feline on your icon? If so, what is their name, or do they own you? Yeah, people don't own cats. That's true. And Michael was like, many years ago, I went to work on Saturday thinking it was a weekday, so I've had those days, Dr. Von Schiller. And I've done that. I mean, I was young when I did it the first time. I was like, I got up real early, took a shower, and I got it, and I was like, starting to fix my coffee. And I'm like, oh, crap, it's Saturday. And I was like, oh, boy, it's Saturday.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to get over that disappointment, right? Yeah.
Right. Gimpy. Cat's name was Gimpy. He lived to be almost 20 years old. Been gone for 4 years. He was the best boy. I remember that cat well. Man, he was in most of Gimpy's videos, man, just crawling around and having a good time in the man cave, and just great stuff. Dr. Von Chilla. Ooh, Shannon's first Charlton. Gasp. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Oh, buddy, Chris is here. Guido. Good morning, Rod and Shannon. Good morning, chat.
Great to have you with us.
Oh,
Thanks again.
Great Gimpy's Ghost. Love the Doomsday series. Apes. Got that right. My condolences, CGG. Hugs. Gimpy will never truly be gone since he lives in your heart forever. Yeah, that's the thing about, having cats and dogs, man, or, and a lot of other kind of pets. I mean, they're after a while, they're not just pets. They're family members. And I know you know that well, Rod, because I've seen your cats. So we all know.
Yeah. There's and that's been that way. That's the way my folks raised us. We had dogs and cats. They were never pets. They were family members, and we were so blessed through our childhoods and everything. And now we got two blood brothers of our own. They look different. One's a tabby tiger and one's a black cat. But man, I wouldn't trade them for the world.
Oh, yeah. Gimpy. Hey, Shannon, do the Apes Migos still smell like an ashtray? No, they do not, man. I just opened them up last night, and I'm going to do a video on them. And I got a package that's going out for you this weekend. But, yeah, they're great. Yeah. Michael Taylor. Very cool Doomsday Statue of Liberty cover. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that goes back to the Apes and Commandy and all that great sci-fi that we love.
All kind of ties right together.
Yep. Mastodon says, Michael Taylor, was it you that said you started watching the old Dark Shadow show again? Classic show. It's been a while since I've seen it, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a show that it used to be on 4:00 here when I was a kid. And I would get mad. My mom would still tell you. I would get mad at her if she did not call me in at 4:00 so I could watch Barnabas and Dark Shadows.
There you go. And Gimpy's back with, I still dream about him, Maranya, and thank you. Oh, yeah. It's, like I say, they're family, man.
Yes, they are.
My wife and I had, we had 3 pets. She had a cat, a little calico, had since a kitten. And he lived to be probably 17. Had a little pug named Sarge, and we had him for like 12 years. And we had a Siberian Husky. We probably had him for 16 years, man. When they got old, and you have to do what you have to do, but it's still it hurts when they're gone.
Yeah.
Dr. Von Chill says, I'm sorry to hear you lost your friend Gimpy. Yeah, we sure are.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Doc Chilla. Michael Taylor, fantastic books. Thank you, signed, sir. I appreciate it. And Higgy Pop, very cool, Shannon. I have some of those Charlton and Space comics myself. Very interesting art. Yeah, that's one thing you can say about Charlton. Interesting is a good word. And Mastodon, 20 years is quite the lifetime for a cat. Makes it even harder when they are gone. It sure does.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Ours are 14, almost 15, I think, or they're 14 and a half, I think.
Yeah. No Mastodon, but great show. Yeah. Eric Breen, Dr. Von Chilla, you were just playing the percentages. It's only a matter of time before Rod starts one of these on Friday. Maranya, real talk. You are a hero for having a black cat, Rod. They are the least adopted out of cat shelters and the first ones to go.
Yeah.
I had all kinds of black cats. Yeah.
They did, they actually did mention that at one point. So yeah, I did know that black cats, they don't get adopted as readily as the other ones, but they're blood brothers. But boy, one's the runt. The black one was the runt. His name is Domino, and he's a little guy. But the other one is the tabby totally, he's just orange, like a tiger, but he's like, I don't know, 50 pounds. No, not really. But
Oh wow.
he feels like it sometimes when he comes up and lays on you, because he just kind of comes up, crawls across your chest, and then he just goes, yeah, this is far enough. Boom, and lays down on you. Like, oh,
Man,
that's it.
you'll have to have him on the show on Saturday.
I'll have to bring him down sometime. He'll probably just like, okay, what are you doing? What?
Where did he go?
There
Michael
you go.
Tyler. I had a tabby cat growing up. It was beloved by the family. I'm sure it was.
Awesome.
Mastodon. We had a cat named Garfield. Lived to be 14. I miss my little orange buddy. Yeah, I know. Once you start this conversation, everybody's had that cat or everybody's had that dog, and they're, like I say, they're family.
Yeah. Yep. More memories.
Fireball Comics. Love to hear Dark Shadows mentioned. I met Barnabas twice. Oh, very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Jonathan Frid was his name, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dr. Voncello, I got a 10-week-old black kitten resting at my feet.
Yeah,
we on the phone last night, and he was telling me something funny. He said Shannon said this cat is like greased lightning. Said it's so fast. He said 1 minute it was down to my feet, and he said I swear to God it teleported because the next instant it was across the room.
And keep you on your toes.
Yeah,
Pauline will keep you on your toes.
Yeah. And Eric, I apologize. I didn't get it. And Dr. Voncello, she's my third black cat. So there you go.
Very cool. Awesome, John.
Maranya, John, you're a double hero for fostering a black kitten. Priscilla gets all the treats and pets from me. Mastodon. I'm almost halfway at the part where Angelique enthralls Joe Haskell.
Angelique. Yes. Yeah. I remember.
Great Gippies Ghost. Hey, just like the sperm banks don't take ginger donations, I'm the equivalent of a black cat.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. And Guido's like, I didn't get to finish your monologue last night. Eric's, it's still going. Michael, I think that might have something to do with the black cat superstition.
Yeah.
And Guido laughing it up. Dr. Voncello, yeah, Eric, he's going for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday trifecta.
There we go. All righty. That catches us up, it looks like, with the peanut gallery. All righty. So, I think I got a few to show back here. So,
show us books. Show us books.
Oh, let's see. It's funny because I'm thinking of science fiction books. I never really collected a lot of the science fiction books when I was collecting from the big two, Marvel and DC. I was always a superhero guy, man. I was superhero, so I didn't buy the Thungar and Weird Worlds and stuff like that. So I'm trying to find things, and when I realize that science fiction isn't just outer space and different planets and whatnot. It's science and fiction. So I've got a bunch of stuff here that I think qualifies. I hope you'll indulge me if it doesn't. But of course, Guardians of the Galaxy, that in space. So that counts, I guess. Marvel Superheroes number 18. Let's see here.
Oh yeah,
got a new setup here. So
it's a classic issue. Yeah, I love that cover.
Yeah, and it says I gotta admit, while I like the Guardian of the Galaxy movies, I really do. I was kind of bummed that they didn't have these characters in there, but I guess they did. They snuck them in. What the second or third one? They snuck them in a little bit. So
yeah.
So all right, and then more space laden heroes. Staying with the Marvel superhero theme, we got number 12.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good book.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Love those square bounds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And there's 13, right? Yeah, 13.
Yep. First Carol Danvers. Yep.
So, and then this one here, I put it with science fiction because of the technology and science. And this is Fantasy Masterpieces number 9. I just love this cover.
Oh,
You know,
that's nice. Yeah.
and this reminds me of it was the Captain America movie, where when you see Professor Horton's synthetic man,
right, you know? the World's Fair thing, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what this cover reminded me of, you know. So absolutely. And we'll switch gears over to a little Strange Tales. We got the couple of different stories. Who Needs You? The astonishing clash of man versus robot. What was the dreaded secret of the hidden planet? And another feature featuring the Human Torch with the prisoner of the wizard.
Oh, nice one. Man, I love that cover.
I just love the way they drew like some of these faces, heads and stuff like that, just kind of elongated, kind of unique villains, you know. There we go with number 103 and Prisoner of the Fifth Dimension.
Oh, nice. Man, I love that early Kirby stuff.
Yes, sir. Read Bob. And then we got one that, well, while the technology might make him science fiction, I don't know how great he was at it. Of course, it's Paste Pot Pete, you know.
Yeah. I always thought that was the funniest name, man.
Who comes up with Paste Pot Pete?
I don't know. I think he said he's like a drug dealer. It sounds like to me.
I don't know.
Like Skinny Pete on Breaking Bad.
Oh, and we got the Human Torch going up against the Asbestos Man.
The Asbestos Man. Will fall out of your ceiling before you know it.
Yeah. And of course, whenever the Watcher shows up, it's got to be a little science fiction action going on. It is 134 rather, of Strange Tales.
Nice one.
With the Watcher. And Strange Tales again, 136 with the Shield, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., with the technology going on, all their flying spacesuits.
Oh, yeah. Great stuff.
And number 137, where the prize is Earth. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
A couple more of the Strange Tales. We got 138. And sometimes the good guys lose. He looks like he's out in outer space in a spaceship, and it doesn't look good for old Nick Fury.
It does not.
I don't think another eye would help him out either. And 144 with the Day of the Druid.
Oh, yeah. Man, you gotta love those covers.
And let's see here. Oh, I'm going to sneak a couple DCs in here. I know people will find that hard to believe that I would have any DC comics.
Oh, yeah, same here.
We're going to go with Metamorpho, the Element Man. To me, he is a science fiction character. And this is number 14, Enter the Thunderer.
Oh, yeah. Well, man, when you think about it, you know, you look back at your collection, probably 85% of what we got could be considered science fiction.
Yep.
Other than the Westerns and the funny stuff, hey, it's pretty much all, you know.
That's it. I love it. Here's number 15. Armageddon is now. Some little space creature guy.
Oh, yeah. Man, I love Ramona Fradon's art. That is so cool.
Yep. And Metamorpho is just one of those characters that, you know, I know we've talked about it many times that we were always attracted to those second, third tier characters, you know. Metamorpho, Creeper.
Yeah, that reminded me. I was looking at an article on who they were casting for the new Superman Legacy movie in a couple of years, and Metamorpho is going to be in that movie.
I heard something about that yesterday. I forgot where I heard it. It might have been on one of Gratu's videos or something.
Yeah,
Somebody
they're going to have him, and they're going to have Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner Green Lantern.
Oh, wow.
We'll see how that pans out.
Yeah. I mean, I'll watch it because I want to see Metamorpho, but I would love to see a Metamorpho standalone movie. Oh, that would be awesome. And more Metamorpho with number 16. Little ancient technology.
There we go.
Cleopatra. Walk like an Egyptian. And then we're going to switch back to Marvel for a few astonishing tales with Dr. Doom sharing the book with Kazar. And Dr. Doom, of course, is total technology. So a little sci-fi is number 1.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just got to complete that run recently.
I'm still missing a couple, and I had a chance yesterday. I had one of them in my hand, but I didn't have my notebook with me. Totally forgot it, and I'm like, oh, is it this one that I need, or is it the next one? Well, it was the one I needed, one of the ones I needed, and no, I left it there. Here's number 4.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, got to get my thing to work. There we go. And I love these dual covers, too.
Yeah, that was what I was getting ready to say, those little double feature type things. Yeah.
Just something about it. It's, I don't know. It's just like, yeah. 2 stories for 1. Yeah.
Right.
I'm getting more than my money's worth.
Exactly.
Oh, breathing myself. All right. And let's see. We'll do a couple more. Here we go with number 5. With the Red Skull going up against Dr. Doom.
Yeah, those covers are great.
I
love that 15-cent cover era.
And then we'll wrap it up with this round on number 6 with Twin Triumphs from the House of Ideas.
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff.
So, all righty. Let's dip back into the peanut gallery and get us back here. And I got to remember where we left off. Let's see. Back up here. Still, okay, there we go. Still going on. Dr. Von Chilla for the trifecta. All right, Mastodon Comics and Music. He says, this cat conversation is relatable to comics, though, so it fits. Black Cat Comics. There you go.
Exactly.
Always find a way to tie it back. We love it. Mastodon also says that autofocus is creating a trippy effect. I know. I don't think this camera is long for my room here. I think I'm going to go get another camera because it's giving me a lot of problems when it shuts off by itself and stuff. And I don't know. My son even tried to help me fix that, but for some reason, I don't know why it does that. Mastodon says, I was bummed about that too, Doc. I have that Guardians book and I graded 5.0. I'd crack it out if I wasn't worried about Squarebound getting damaged. Yeah. Oh, I just love those Squarebounds, man.
Oh yeah,
that's childhood magic right there. I know you feel the same way because we've had many conversations about it.
Oh yeah.
Dr. Von Chilla says, Maranya, her name is Pauline, but it did cross my mind for a moment to name her Priscilla. It speaks to my lifelong crush on Priscilla Presley, which is still going strong. Nothing wrong with that, John. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah.
Great Gimpy's Ghost. He says, man, I want that spinner rack, Doc. Where the heck did you even get those? Okay, real quick. This one here, I found it in an indoor flea market in East Rochester, New Hampshire, which is about probably half hour away from me, right? Just went into this place. and looking for comics. There was a bunch in this rack, and then my wife says, "Hey, that rack is almost also for sale, you know." And I go, "Well, how much is it?" And they wanted a good sum of money for it, and I said, "Nah, I can't justify spending that money right now, you know." And then I said, if I come back in 6, 8 months, whatever, and it's still there, fine. Well, we'll end up having my heart attack, and I was out for like 6, 7 months. And by the time we got back there, I said, if that thing is still here, then it's meant for me, and it was. And my wife says, go ahead and get it, and I said, all right, and I got it home.
I
But
love that story, man. I love
I
that.
mean, it was like, really, nobody came by to buy that spinner rack. I mean, I'm like, that's a, you know,
It's
hey,
unbelievable.
thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. And Lady M says Vision counts as science fiction character since he is a synthezoid based on the first Human Torch's body. Absolutely. That's what I was going for. Absolutely. Professor Horton at his finest. Michael Taylor says that Fantasy Masterpieces #9 was one of my favorite comics. Awesome. Great. And Lady M says, forgive me, Pauline, for misnaming you. I'm still a bit addled from all the monologuing Eric did last night in our reading. Sounds like I got to go back and watch that. I didn't get a chance to see it last night, so I'll have to check that out today. Mastodon Comics says that 137 is an awesome cover. Yes, sir, Rebub. I agree. Michael Taylor says, I like that Strange Tales Torch run. Torch was one of my favorite characters. Yeah. Well, then you definitely got to get that Strange Tales run, because he got a whole run by himself in there. Well, he shares it sometimes. But Guido says, Maranya, he's smiling. And Maranya says, Namor can almost count as a sci-fi character because his character rendition in the 60s Marvel looks very Spock-like. I like that. I
never thought about that. That's true. Yeah.
You know, I know. Just a real quick aside: the Namor being in the Black Panther movie, and a lot of people, you know, there was a lot of feelings on the guy who played Namor. Didn't look the part, fit the part, whatever. I always thought the guy perfect to play that role is not an actor. Well, he is an actor in a way. He's professional wrestler Randy Orton. If you look at Randy's look, his physical look back 2 years ago, he looked like Namor. He had the flat haircut, had the facial structure, he's got the physique. Oh, if anybody goes and looks up Randy Orton from like 2 years ago, he'd have been perfect for Namor, at least look-wise. Whether he could pull up, I think he could. He's an actor. I mean, he's a pro wrestler. You're an actor, you know? So, but anyway. And Higgy Pop says, of course, Metamorpho is science fiction character. Absolutely, Doc. Thanks, Higgy. Dr. Von Chilla says, I just passed your correction on to Pauline, and she's throwing kisses your way, Maranya. And Lady M says, the actor who is cast as Metamorpho actually looks the part. Very little makeup needed. I'm curious now to see what that guy looks like.
Yeah, I can't think of his name, but yeah, she's absolutely right.
Is he like bald and everything too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Kind of tasty looking. Yeah.
Just paint him up and that would be, I want to see that. I want to see Metamorpho on the big screen. That would be awesome. Maranya says, thank you, Pauline. You are a lady. Sending her hearts. Mastodon Comics says, yes, Anthony Kerrigan is playing Metamorpho and Nathan Fillion is playing Guy Gardner. I'm not familiar with Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, he was actually supposed to have been Hal Jordan. You know, there was a big talk about casting him as Hal Jordan years ago before the Green Lantern movie, and he also did some voiceover work for the Green Lantern animated.
I thought, you know what? Now that you say that, I kind of thought my mind went to the cartoon, you know, so I must have subliminally known that.
Yeah, well, see, he was known for Castle, you know, that TV show Castle, and might have been what was the sci-fi? There was a sci-fi show, can't remember.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Firefly, but I don't think that's right. Anyway, he's pretty well known.
Cool. Michael Taylor says, yeah, I heard that they are casting the actor to play the new Superman. I forgot his name.
I think
I
it's
don't know
another British guy named David Cornsweet or something like that. Yeah.
Corn Sweat.
Corn, like Corenswet, I think is his name.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I know I've heard that they came out with a lot of this cast and stuff, but I never heard any of the names. Guido says I could not stand Guy Gardner as Green Lantern. I always looked at Guy Gardner. Yeah, you hated him, but it's like pro wrestling. The heels, if you hate the heels, they're doing their job. So if you hate Guy Gardner, then that writer and that artist is doing their job because he was a jerk. Thank goodness for the one punch.
Right. Yeah. A lot of people know what that means.
Yeah. Eric Breen says Kazar. And he also says, it's always a relief when it turns out to be the camera and not my eyes that are blurry. Yeah, you don't know how true that is for me. Maranya says Guy Gardner was best at Batman's one-punch target. There we go. But he has been redeemed over the years. Great as a Red Lantern. Sadly, Tom King did Guy dirty in recent years. The less said, the better. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I missed out on that. So
yeah, I haven't seen anything with Guy Gardner in a long time. He's a Red Lantern now, huh?
I think he was, yeah.
Wow. Michael Taylor says, fantastic books, docs. Well, thank you very much, Michael. I greatly appreciate that as always. Dr. Monchilla says, right, Eric? I thought for a moment I'd gotten my med dosage wrong. I think he's talking about my camera not wanting to work. Yeah. And Eric Breen is laughing up a storm. And Lady M says, Rod, Logitech has a decent camera that clips onto monitors for about $30, and it was an integrated microphone in it, and it's what I use when I go on camera. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think this is a Logitech, and it does have the thing opens up so it can slide on the top of it. But I don't know whether it's just kind of burned out, used up, or whatever. But I think I am going to try and get a new one. They got to make something that's a little bit better than because this is probably 3-4 years old now, maybe. So we'll see. Thank you for that. Dr. Monchilla says, I hope you work faster than me when it comes to upgrading devices, Rodney. You couldn't possibly work any slower, he says.
Yeah, we had that conversation last night too.
Yeah. Oh, I hear you. And Michael Taylor says, great spinner rack story, Doc. Thank you. I believe me, man. That's one of those stories, and I don't have a whole lot of them, but that's one of those stories where it's like, yes, I got the lottery. Yes. Dr. Von Chilla says Namor is Spock right out of the shower, and he's got his hair combed back. Fireball Comics says Firefly.
I guess I was right.
There you go. Lady M says Fillion was indeed known for Firefly, Shannon. You are correct. Way to go. Mastodon says, yes, Nate Fillion was on Firefly. Now, Firefly was a show about they were out in space, right?
Yeah, they were on ship.
I never saw it, but I remember hearing about it. It was very popular.
Good, actually, yeah. Pretty good show. Yeah.
And people were upset when they canceled it or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Von Chilla says, seems like all I can talk about anymore is my kitten. I really need to get a life, eh? No, not at all, man. You got your comics, you got Pauline. Life don't get no better, does it? That's awesome. Michael Taylor says, since we're on the topic of actors playing comic characters, I always thought a young Michael J. Fox would have been a good Robin. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that. Sure. Maranya says, Just don't tell her about the perils of Pauline, John. No scaring no scaring my god kitten. I
So we have
like
cat
that.
fans in the house.
Yeah, I like that god kitten. I like that, Miranda. That's awesome. And Chris says, I agree, Michael. Thumbs up. And Dr. Montilla says, indeed, Michael, never thought of that before, but that would be great casting. And Rob Brown is in the house. Hey, Rob.
Rob Brown. Yeah.
Great to have you with us again, sir.
Professional in the house. I was glad to see Rob.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us again. And we got Dr. Montilla laughing at Miranda's comment. And Fireball Comics says, I'm on the lookout for a new kitten. I've had about 5 black ones over the years, looking for a calico. Very cool. Very cool. And Guido Chris says, I heard somewhere they were asking the guy who plays Sam Winchester on Supernatural to play Nightwing.
Oh, wow.
I'm not familiar with Sam or Supernatural. Wasn't that a WB show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, okay. Well, Lady M says, Fireball, check out your local shelters. They have the best breed there. Rescues. Yes, sirree. And Spinner Rack Studios, Dave. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, sir. Glad to have you. We're trying to survive the heat.
He said, good morning, Rod, Shannon, and Peanut Gary. Hope you all surviving the summer heat. See, I live all year for these days. I like it 80, 85, and the humidity don't mind me. It helps my arthritis. So it's like, yeah, bring these days on. I said it before. We have 2 seasons up here. We got winter and July. That's it. Dr. Montilla says, let me get some white and orange spray paint, and I'll give you a call, Fireball. All righty. I think that catches us up with the Peanut Gallery once again for this round. So what do you say, Shannon? You got some more goodies back there for us?
Oh, I always got goodies.
I know you do.
All right. So let's see here. Maybe do a few more Charlton. And here we got some Space Adventures, number 4, Jim Apparel cover. Check that out.
Yeah.
I love this one.
Yep.
Some of Jim Apparel's early stuff.
Oh.
And here we got Space Adventures, number 4 again. This was like, I'm not sure what this is. Come to think of it. we have got 2 different Space Adventures number 4. Both of them got 12-cent covers. So you know what I said about Charlton being interesting. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, this is a Steve Ditko cover here. And then you got no. I'm sorry. That's number 6. Wow. Talk about blurry.
Been there, done that.
For a minute, I was like, what in the world? Yeah, I'm sure we're going to have some discussion about that. And here's number 8, another Jim Apparel cover.
Yeah. Wow.
And there's number 9. I think this is getting into the Captain Atom reprints.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Because the originals are pretty pricey.
Yeah, they are.
For some reason, I got 3 copies of that one.
I think that's probably the 3rd round of those reprints, too.
Yeah. There's number 10. Here's a baby in his pajamas riding on a green bird out in space.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Nothing to see here. It's just Ditko being Ditko,
Yeah, just everyday occurrence.
And here's number 11. We have blondes and red spandex out in space. Oh, good stuff. And there's number 12.
Nice. Just a very, very plain cover. Gets the job done.
Yeah. Yep. Here's number 13. Here's a Pat Boyette cover.
Oh, yes. Very neat.
Lots of cool classic sci-fi stuff. And, all right, we got some TV sci-fi. Space 1999.
Ooh, I remember that show.
Number one. Yep. Here's number 2. Here's a Joe Staten cover.
Oh, neat.
And here's number 4. This is covered by John Byrne.
Oh, by Byrne. Cool.
Byrne, yep. And what is this? Number 5, another John Byrne cover.
Wow.
And there's another Pat Boyette cover, number 7.
Nice. Wow.
Okay, we'll switch gears. These comments here. These are great books. Alien Worlds.
Oh, I remember these. Pacific, yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, Pacific. I love Pacific Comics, man. You got some great creators there. You got Al Williamson, Bruce Jones, Val Merrick, Nestor Redondo.
Wow.
All-star lineups.
Geez, I ain't seen one of those books in a long time.
Yeah, here's number 2 with a great Dave Stevens cover.
Wow. Whatever happened to Pacific Comics? Did they get swallowed up?
They folded after a couple of years.
Wow.
They were like a distribution company, and they did comics. And I guess they had some financial troubles. There was these 2 brothers run the place, and they offered. The creators came in. I mean, you had Mike Grell and Jack Kirby and all these guys coming in, and they could own their characters, sort of like what Image did later on.
Right.
And, but they had like a cool little lineup of titles, and they had like the horror and the sci-fi. They had a couple original characters, but here's number 3. This is a William Stout cover, pretty cool.
Yeah.
The alien baby rhino or whatever.
Space
and number
Duck
5.
Bill Platypus.
Right, Duck Bill Platypus is number 5. Here's a great painted cover.
Oh yeah, man, I remember those. I probably got them here somewhere buried.
Yeah, for the most part, they're pretty cheap.
Yeah,
here's another great Dave Stevens cover. His stuff kind of reminds me of what EC was doing back in the day on their sci-fi stuff, kind of Wally Wood reminiscent.
Yeah. Wow.
And here we got a cover by Frank Bruner. This is number 6. You see Bruner's autograph there. And this is the kind of advertised on the back. This is the other title that I loved.
Yes. Yep. Twisted Tales.
Man,
that's another one. Yeah. I remember those.
Okay. And we got one more, number 7. Some stuff by Richard Corbin in there.
Yeah, I was going to say that looked like a Corbin cover there.
Yeah. All right, and you got one of my favorite short run series, favorite sci-fi series. Came out in 1979 from DC. Time Warp.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, wow. These great Mike Kaluta covers, man. I love these series because, you got like an all-star lineup of writers and artists. You got Denny O'Neil and Michael Fleischer and George Cashton, Paul Levitz, Jack C. Harris, Bob Rozakis, Mike W. Barr, and then like all these Mike Kaluta covers. Number 2, another Kaluta cover.
Nice.
Got in the art, you got Joe Orlando, Steve Ditko, Gil Kane, Howard Chaykin, Mike Kaluta, Mike Nasser, Jerry Grandinetti, Don Newton, Dave Simons, Romeo Tangal, and John Solardo. Just all kinds of superstars.
I was going to say that's an all-star lineup right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Stories are great, man. It's just an anthology book, but one of my favorite titles. And here you got number 3, more great Mike Kaluta cover.
Neat.
And these are like dirt cheap.
I remember buying the first one off the rack. I remember, and I might still have it somewhere in here, but I do remember that one.
Yep. Here's number 4.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And sadly, the last issue, number 5. Another Kaluta cover.
Oh, look at that. Nice white.
Yeah.
Oh, that pops, man.
Yeah, but I would, for fans of sci-fi, anthology stuff anyway, I would highly recommend this. I say it's dirt cheap.
Wow.
All right, that's all I got.
All righty. Let's see. We'll bring you back in. Double duty here. And we'll jump over and see what's going on again with the Peanut Gallery.
You say double duty? Is that a poop joke? No, that's a dad joke's what that is.
Oh, man. Oh. All right. Okay, I think we left off there. So
Okay.
take it away.
All right, Maranya. John, you can use vanilla and orange frosting. No paints on Pauline. And Mastodon saying good morning to Spinner Rack. Absolutely. Good morning, Dave. Dr. Von Chilla, summer? Rodney, you're insane. Yeah, we talked about the weather last night. John says I'm not a summer guy. I said he doesn't want to go out.
Yeah.
We've been having there. Yeah, there in Pennsylvania and in Kentucky, it's been like mid-90s the last few days.
Oh, yeah. Me, I'm just that's the way I am in the wintertime. I don't want to go anywhere near that door to go outside. Just keep me in by the stove, man.
Maranya, good morning to the new arrivals in Peanut Gallery. Absolutely. Dr. Von Schell says, yes, Maranya, thanks for the idea. Maranya's like, speaking of food, here she goes. Time for me to tease Shannon and make my usual Saturday morning breakfast. Shrimp. I'm thinking Three Stooges. Shrimp and cheesy grits. Yeah, thank you for making me hungry. I was already hungry, but thank you again.
I knew you'd come through, Maranya.
Always. And Mastodon says Charlton was able to acquire some fantastic talent into their bullpen. A pity they weren't able to keep it going. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
A lot of people really overlook Charlton, man, but I'm a big fan. Spinner Rack, Dave says shrimp does not sound good in the morning. Rocky Mountain oysters and eggs, however.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
No.
I tell you what, you find out a lot about people's personalities on this show.
Oh, no, thank you. Oh.
Michael Taylor, I'm never satisfied with the weather. When it's too hot, I complain. When it's too cold, I complain. Fall is my favorite season. I'm with you there.
Yeah. I don't mind fall. Fall's pretty good. The early part of fall, I don't mind it. It's still 70s.
And Dr. Von Chill, I had bacon and eggs this morning, then lightly toasted some white corn tortillas and the bacon fat ready to use for tacos this evening. Oh, man, that sounds good, too.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah. And Mastodon, Dave Stevens, yeah. Big Dave Stevens fan.
Yes,
Michael's
sir.
like, I mean, spring is my favorite season. Okay. Like spring, too. Dr. Von Chill is indeed, Michael, autumn is incredible here in Pennsylvania. My favorite time of year. I'm sure it is there, yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
And Mastodon's like, PC was all creator owned. A lot of the stuff moved over to Epic and First Comics, yeah. Yeah, it was really a shame, man, because I was collecting everything the Pacific put out at one point. Great stuff. Dr. Von Chillo is like, I really liked PC Comics. They consistently delivered quality books. Absolutely, they did.
Yep. No argument here.
And Mastodon, I agree, Dr. Von Chillo. The last few years, autumn has been weird in my area, though. And Michael Taylor, yes, Dr. Von Chillo, autumn as well. A lot of fall people here.
That's it.
85 Comics, Time Warp is great. Oh, yeah. Guido's Alien Worlds, awesome. Did PC also have the Twisted Tales? Yes, they did. Yeah, there was, I think, 10 issues of Twisted Tales. Moran, you're still talking about food. I have leftover tropical barbecue sauce and hamburger in the slow cooker for supper tonight over ice.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to have to get Moranya's address, and I'll just show up one day. Who is this guy? I'm here for supper. Is that okay?
She's going to be opening up a restaurant, I think.
Right.
Lady M's. I can see it. Lady M's restaurant. Come on by.
Maranya, when autumn is cool and temperature in PA, it is indeed nice, John. Dr. Von Chilla is indeed Time Warp had a 1985 Band-Aid superstar lineup. Yep, they sure did. And Michael Taylor, speaking of Dave Stevens, is a great Stevens doc on Tubi called Drawn to Perfection. Oh, man, I didn't know that. I got Tubi, so I'm going to have to watch that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Michael Taylor. Nice book, Shannon. Thank you, sir. Dr. Von Chilla. Oh, my goodness, Marania, that should wrap up nicely in my tortillas. Marania, we still have a hurricane warning here. Hurricane Calvin. I wonder whether we'll have a Hurricane Hobbs. It's only a matter of time, right?
Here's hoping not. Yeah, here's hoping not. Oh.
Michael tells us, yes, Doc, early fall.
Early fall. Absolutely.
Quite enough sayers. 6 from Sirius and a sequel were great, but forgotten Marvel epic sci-fi. Yeah. I actually just picked up that miniseries last year, and I really loved it. It was great. Mastodon Comics. Twisted Tales indeed had 10 issues. The first 8 were at PC and the last 2 at Epic. Yep. And Mastodon is quite enough, sir. Paul Gulacy is an underrated artist. Yes, he sure is.
All right. That catches us up with the Peanut Gallery, but I want to throw this out there. Last week, I believe it was Tony, Why Not Art? Tony was the one who had mentioned, asked us to give our Mount Rushmores of artists. So I want to throw this out there. I want to, for those of you who want to do it, I want you to put in the chat your Mount Rushmore of artists, what you would like to have, or who you think should be on it. And the way I did it, and Shannon and I had talked about it, the way I did it was I just did my own personal Mount Rushmore. I didn't base it on their contributions to the comics overall. I just basically did it. The guys that I liked, that I grew up, that influenced me, made me want to draw the stuff I saw in the comic books. So, all righty. So, what do you say? You want to give our Mount Rushmores right now, or do you want to wait till later on?
We can give them now. We can give them now if you want.
Okay. You want me to go first, or you want to go first, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, this was hard for me. I mean, the first 2 or 3 was easy. I mean, the first 3 would definitely have to be Joe Kubert, Jack Kirby, and Neil Adams. I mean, so much of their stuff, and this is just a personal thing. I mean, people can debate back and forth the artistic merits and styles of each artist. I understand that, and it's all great. And there's so many great artists, and so many of them are gone now.
There is no right answer to the question.
Yeah, there's no right answer. It's just what you like.
Exactly.
But like Kubert and Kirby and Adams, all did great contributions to comics overall. The 4th one was so hard because I have so many artists that I love, and we talked about this, like all the Filipino guys that did the horror comics for DC in the 70s. I mean, Rico Rival, Nestor Redondo, and Alfredo Alcala, and Alex Nino, and Ruben Yandok, and just there's dozens of them, and I love those guys, and I love a whole lot of others like Gil Kane and Bernie Wrightson and Jim Steranko and the Buscemi's and John Romita. But it came down to me, is like, okay, what books did I love, that this guy drew and his style, and I had to pick George Perez just because he did so many of the books that I love, like New Teen Titans, Avengers, the White Tiger feature in the Black and White magazines, the Justice League, Crisis, Justice League, Avengers, Wonder Woman, just dozens and dozens. He did all kinds of great covers, for books that he actually do the interiors in. So just for me, it's George Perez, another guy that left us way too soon. So those are mine.
Yeah. And you know what? We always talk and joke between me and you how similar we are in our collecting and taste and stuff like that. And we're not far off on the Mount Rushmore either, because my first one would be Neil Adams. He was extremely influential in me, and he changed the way I looked at comic art from the moment I saw his work on Brave and the Bold. So that was that he was on there. My next one was John Buscema. because John Buscema was drawing a lot of the Marvel stuff that I was into then, the Avengers and stuff like that. So I loved his style. It was very dynamic, very action, very muscular, so that I love to draw that. So that was more of an impact on me as well. Number 3 was Jim Aparo. I was a huge Jim Aparo guy. I loved his Brave and the Bold. I love his Aquaman, and all the other stuff that he did, some Spectre and stuff like that. So he was another big one. To me, he was the next step with Neil Adams. You know what I mean? Very similar styles, similar techniques and whatnot. And I love Neil. So why would I not love Jim? And I really did. And my 4th guy, and it's the same as you. I went through several different people. Gil Kane. I went through, Johnny Romita. There was a few others that I had in there, and I had to whittle it down to just what did I like? What grabbed me? What did I say? Hey, that guy's drawing that again. Oh, I want to get that book. I want to see that book. I'm going to buy that, and it was George Perez. It did come down to number 4 was George Perez. His stuff on the new Teen Titans, when that was just phenomenal to me. That there was one cover he drew with the Doom Patrol, the search for the Doom Patrol with Robot Man. Man,
the vines. Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yeah,
that was just such an awesome cover, man. That just blew me away. And I know he did stuff prior to that, and I recognize his stuff there. But when he got into the new Teen Titans, for some reason, it really, really grabbed me. And so I really love this stuff. So there we go. There's our Mount Rushmore, and we're anxious to see what you guys say. So, and I can't remember now because I'm old. Whose turn is it to go?
It's your turn to show some books.
My turn? Yep. Okay. All right. So I got a few more goodies back here we can throw up here. So, all right. Oh, let's see. I'm going to go with a few more fantasy masterpieces. The first couple issues here to start with, because they were reprints from old Marvel stuff. And they had all kinds of robots and insects and aliens. So here's number 1.
Oh, yeah. I love that one.
Yeah, these are great stories to just sit down and read. Here's the same thing with number 2. This one's got a little Jack Kirby Fing Fang Foom action going on. And they got Ditko, Those Who Lurk Below, and Don Heck's Orogo.
Oh, yeah. That's great stuff, man.
Yeah, it's just fun stuff. Fun stuff. All right. Now we're going to jump back over to some DC stuff. Mystery in Space. We got number 96 here. I don't think I showed these ones. I showed the other stack last week. This is number 96, and it's got Space Ranger in it.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's classic sci-fi.
I'm trying to get those Space Ranger appearances. Love it. And here's let's see, Mystery in Space number 97. And this is Adam Strange on the cover, but he's not having a good day.
Oh, it's like somebody buried him at the beach.
That's it. Got a moss problem there.
Well, that's cool. I've never seen that one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then we got number 98 with Dual Stories.
Oh, yeah. He was trying to imitate Elongated Man on that first one.
That's what it looked like, doesn't it? All right. And number 99. And this is another Space Ranger story.
Oh, yeah.
I got to get new bags on these. These are the original bags that I bought these in, and probably in the 80s. So more bagging and boarding.
Oh yeah, I ordered some a couple of days ago, man.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's funny. I wonder, you probably run into the same thing. You get going. Okay, I ordered these, and then all right, so they'll be coming in. I'll be able to replenish them. But then all of a sudden, it's like, oh no, man, I'm out of magazine ones now. Oh,
Right,
oh, I'm out of treasury ones. Oh, what
right, right, exactly. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it like never ends. All right, we got another alien one. This is a total sci-fi alien one. We got number one, issue 100, Mystery in Space.
Oh yeah. You always gotta love the one where they're taking the masks off.
Yeah. What are the chances, right? Is it like, really?
Yeah. It's like to me, it's like that scene in Beneath the Planet of the Apes where you have the mutants underground. They have the masks on and they do a little ceremony. That, unto my God, I reveal my inmost self.
Oh yeah, and they had all the veins going up through the face. Oh yeah, I remember. And we got Mystery in Space number 101. Looks like a Gil Kane cover right there.
Oh, the great one, yeah. Space Baby.
Space Baby. All right, we got number 102. Looks like an Adam Strange story.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I want to get a whole lot more of those older ones like that. That is one that I do have, but I'm like severely, under plenished on the Mystery in Space stuff.
And if and you can still get them at a decent price too. You just got to pick and choose and wait it out. Don't jump on the first one. I wait on those.
Oh, I'm all good with low grade. Low grade's better than no grade.
Yeah, yeah. And we got number 103. Now we start. Now it's a party because we're introducing Ultra, the multi-alien.
Yeah, I always thought they should have had a team up with that Doom Patrol villain, the Animal Vegetable Mineral Man.
Might be his illegitimate son or something.
Right.
Oh, it's my supervillain-in-law.
Right.
We go with Mystery in Space number 104. More Ultra.
There we go.
More Ultra.
Purple background. I love it.
I'm surprised he didn't show up in Danger Street. Not that he was in that first series special series.
Oh, right.
But just as a unique character that didn't get a whole lot of exposure. And there we go. Oh, we're going to bream myself. There we go. All right. Oh, here's a dynamic green cover one right here. 105. With more Ultra.
Oh, cool. That's a nice cover.
Yeah, they had some really cool layouts on this.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna like this. This is 106, and it's Go-Go Checks.
There we go.
That's it.
I'm sure you got all the Go-Go Checks in that series, right?
I do indeed.
Awesome.
I do indeed. It's pretty much it's like 5 Batmans, I think 2 Detective Comics, and then the rest are romance comics. But that's and I just redid it last night. A total of 44 books away from completion. So, but those Batman ones, I you know what? I'm cheating because when they put out a facsimile of it, if it's one of the ones that I need, then I'm just going to put that in there. It's the same story. I'm never going to be able to afford like the first Poison Ivy, first Scarecrow, none of that. So, but
right, I got you. Yeah, I already got the Poison Ivy specs.
Yeah, me too. So we got 107. Whoops! Come on, baby.
Is that my eyes again?
Yeah, man. It stayed out way too late.
Oh, it's got a nice black cover on it. Yeah.
Hey, he split them all up. Ultra got split up. Look at them all. All right, and we got 108.
Oh wow. Was that in the background? Is that like the cactus monster?
Look at that. I think I saw him once on like Land of the Lost. Like a cousin to the Slee Stack or something.
Right. Good old Slee Stack.
The old Slee Stack. 109. Another purple cover.
Oh, yeah.
More
Turtles in space.
And holy mackerel. Bringing myself there. And I'm bringing myself there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I don't know why I have 3 issues of that.
Well, you got my address, right?
Okay. All right. You got it. You got it. And wrap it up with Mystery in Space number 110.
Oh, yeah. Man, those are classic. I love those.
Piper. That might be Roddy Piper. So, all right. Let's see. I think we'll save some more for the next round. So, we get back in here. All righty. And see what the peanut gallery is saying. Let's see if I can remember where I left off. I think it was right here. I think Mastodon said Twisted Tales had 10 issues, and the first 8 were at PC. The last 2 were at Epic, if I remember correctly. All right. And Mastodon Comics says, quite enough there. Paul Galassi is an underrated artist. Absolutely. There's a lot of them that don't get the, all the exposure like the big guys, that everybody knows, but boy, when you really start to dig into some of their work and you see what they did, they really do a great job. I mean, it's really, really, you find out just how underrated they really are. You're right. Yep. Dr. Von Chilla says Calvin and Hobbes, ba-dum-dum. Rim shot, ba-dum-bum. Right. Michael Taylor says one Mount Rushmore is not enough. Yeah.
You got that right.
Yeah, I was thinking of, hey, we could do a Silver Age Mount Rushmore, Golden Age Mount Rushmore. You could set it up any way you want.
Yeah, you could go on and on.
Just so many holes you could go down. Dr. Von Chiller says Mount Rushmore, Gil Kane, Joe Kubert, Bernie Wrightson, and John Buscema. There's a quartet for you right there.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that group. I love it. And Rob Brown, he's giving us his, and he says Kirby, Foster, Wood, Bourne, and Perez.
Hey, wait a minute. He's getting 5. How come we just got 4?
That's right. He snuck another one in on us, didn't he? Hey.
That's a great one, though.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that group either. Byrne. Oh, I'm sorry. I read it. Yeah, Byrne. John Byrne. Yeah. Yes, sir, Bob. Nothing wrong with that group. Fireball Comics is saying Kirby, Adams, Mike Grell, and Joe Kubert. Wow.
See, Grell's another one of those, man. I love his stuff. I mean, I got all kinds of autographed books by him. I got a picture with him, talked to him a couple times, just did so much stuff that I love. Legion of Superheroes, and he did some Batman and Detective. He did Green Arrow, Longbow Hunters, Sable, Star Slayer, just all that stuff.
I remember Grell from John Sable Freelance. That's where I can remember first acknowledging that the artist is Mike Grell, and his style is very similar to Adams, and it's very similar to Aparo with those sleeker figures, not overly muscle bound superhero type of things,
right?
So yeah, absolutely. That's another great one. Fireball, good job, love it. Dr. Manchilla says, come on, Peanut Gallery, don't disappoint me. You know what I'm saying. Oh, I love it. Drumming them up. Guido says, Kirby, Adams, Wrightson, and Ross. Ross was another one that I had on mine at the end. Because his stuff is just, it's another level.
Right.
That's a good group right there, Chris. Very good.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. I love to see what people like too. You know what I mean? Because that gives you an insight as to what they really like. That's awesome. Lady M says my Mount Rushmore is character specific, artist wise. Don Heck, Steve Ditko, Gene Colan, George Tuska, and Bob Layton for Iron Man.
Yeah,
there you go.
There she go. There's another one with 5 in it. We need to set some ground rules. People know what Mount Rushmore is.
oh,
sorry, Mariah. I had to give you a rough time on that. You've already made me hungry with the shrimp and the cheesy grits. So no mercy this morning.
I got you, partner. I got you. Oh, Michael Taylor says, I think a top 10 list is better because you can pick more. Yeah. Mastodon Comics says, fantastic list, Maranya. Absolutely. Mr. Rigamortis 86, great to have you with us this morning, sir. Thank you for spending your Saturday with us.
Good morning. Glad to have you.
And he says, good morning, gents. No better way to beat the summer heat than some great books. Yes, sir, Bob. We're on board with that. Mastodon says, I can't justify it only being 4. It would need to be a bullpen answer for me. There's too many. Yep. Yeah.
Well, that's one of those things. You can name 4, and then you'll be like, oh, I forgot about this guy. I forgot about this this lady. And, we were talking about Ramona Freighton. She's one of my favorites, But so you could just go on and on and on and on with this.
We love them all, but don't tell them we're still picking 4. Spinner Rack says, Dave says, Ramita Sr., John Buscema, Gene Colan, and Dave Stevens. I would like to add Marie Severin, underrated. Yes. I would also add George Wilson and more recent Alex Ross for painted covers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, George Wilson did like all the Go Key painted covers. Not all of it, the biggest part of them. He might have done some for Dale, too. I'm not sure. Of course, Alex Ross, it just outstanding.
We're having fun with it and everything. Realistically, everybody knows you can't pick just 4. You can't. We just say throw 4 out just for fun, discussion, whatever. But we all love them all. We know it. We're having some fun. Mastodon Comics says it's tough to not include people like Dick Ayers, Jose Delbo, Galaisi, the Severins, many of the Golden Age artists, as well as Matt Baker and Joe Manili.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Severins, that's another one. I love the Severins.
Yeah.
And Matt Baker, he did all that great stuff with Phantom Lady back in the day and Joe Manili for Marvel. Wow. There's too many. Jose Delbo did a lot of stuff for Wonder Woman. I think he might have done some stuff for Charlton back in the day. I'm not sure.
Oh, wow.
Of course, Dick Ayers, he's a big Marvel mainstay.
Yeah. Great stuff. And the Hotel Olaf Gratu says Alex Raymond, Jack Kirby, Marie Severin, and Richard Corbin. There you go.
Awesome.
Another great foursome.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong. Go wrong. That's awesome. Thank you, Gratu. Quite enough sayer, said Tony D. Zaniga. I can never say that name right the first time.
Yeah, he's another great one. I mean,
Yeah, there's so many, and you'll go this afternoon. We'll all go read some comics or something, and you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, I forgot. Here's another artist. This guy did this book." We'll find. You can change it. It would morph so many times in a day. Michael Taylor says Kirby, Schomburg, Adams, but I'm leaving so much more great ones off. But there's only room for 3. No, we'll let you have one more.
Yeah, man, Alex Schomburg, man, that stuff he did back in the Golden Age was great.
Right. I mean, that's you can't, and we all understand you can't pick just 4, but doggone, it's fun just having the discussion. Mastodon Comics says the painted cover artist like Wilson is another that doesn't get a lot of attention. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. I mean, we've talked about it how many times, Shannon, about we'd love to have artwork, some of those paintings that he did for those gold keys rather.
Oh man, that would be outstanding.
I mean, it's
I
just
love
you look at that stuff and I didn't appreciate it as a kid. I got to be honest. I didn't appreciate that as a kid, because I was so used to line art and
right,
stuff like that. But the older you get, and then you mature and you learn. Oh yeah, painting, that's a little more difficult than just drawing, you
right.
know. And to see the stuff that these guys like that George Wilson has
Oh,
done,
wow.
phenomenal stuff.
Yeah.
Dr. Vanchilla says, indeed, my true OG Mount Rushmore, Will Eisner, Winsor McKay, Bern Hogarth, and Hal Foster. Now,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not familiar with Winsor McKay or Bern Hogarth.
Yeah, those some old school guys. Of course, everybody's heard of Eisner and Bern Hogarth. Man, great artist. He had all those art books. I've got a bunch of his art books over here. And Hal Foster, Prince Valiant and all that. It's just great
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Great stuff, John. Mastodon Comics says, I'll do it, but I'm not happy about it. Uh-oh. Kirby, Kubert, Dominguez, and Grell.
Hey, that's awesome.
Wow.
He mentioned Luis Dominguez, man, because he graced the covers of so many DC books back in the 70s. So much of the horror stuff, Phantom Stranger, just great.
Oh, wow. Great list. There is no wrong answer. So don't anybody feel like you're not giving a good answer, because they're all great.
Now,
They're
these are
all
just what's important to you.
That's right. Rob Brown says, I picked up 2 copies of the Poison Ivy facsimile for myself. Laughing about it. Absolutely. That's the only way I could afford one now.
Right.
So, Michael Taylor says, yeah, in my opinion, it's more realistic to do a top 10 to 15 list of great comic creators.
Yeah, but we don't have to be realistic. We're talking about comic books, so but he's right. He's absolutely right.
And if we asked everybody for a top 15 list, we might be here. We might not get to see any comics. We'll be talking names. Michael says, nice books, Doc. Well, thank you, sir. And Michael Taylor says, I forgot my 4th. Wrightson. There you go. Put the horror master right up there with him. There you go.
Absolutely.
Quite Enough Sayer says, Byrne and Golden. No slouches. There you
Michael
go.
Golden. Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, man. It's great. Dr. Montiel said, George Tuska will always be my go-to Iron Man artist. There you go. There you go.
I love George Tuska.
Yeah. And Lady M says, Shannon, they were talking of adding a 5th portrait to Mount Rushmore. Plus, there have been a few comic book plots where the villains want to add their face to it. So, yeah.
I deserve that. Yeah, but I think there has been a lot of comic stories where they carve out, their own faces or whatever.
That's great. Yeah. Rob Brown says, there's 5 heads on my Mount Rushmore. Laugh out loud. Couldn't remember how many heads was on it, to be honest. Old age. I hear you.
You start using that old age as an excuse. That doesn't wash here.
For me, it's a catch-all.
Yeah.
Lady M says, John Ditka defined heck, refined. Oh, refined. Ditko refined heck, refined Ditko. Tuska refined and Bob Layton is my definitive Iron Man artist, and he's still drawing him for commissions to this day. Yes. Yeah. Bob Layton is, when I think of Iron Man, I think of Bob Layton, just because I remember the way he used to draw the circles on the armor to make it look like it was shiny and reflective and stuff. Just little details like that, for some reason, catch you, and is just like, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Bob Layton is great. I mean, I remember that name from when he first drew the Huntress for DC. And then when he did a lot of inks for Joe Staton on the JSA. Yeah. Great guy. Got some autographs from him. He's just, he's cool as all get out, man.
Fireball Comics says Hogarth did a lot of Tarzan.
Oh, yeah.
And Jackson Roykirk. Hey, great to have you with us this morning, Jackson. Thank you for joining us. He says, Hello, folks. Been getting my house ready for some family coming over this afternoon. Well, there you go.
Awesome.
Sounds like you're going to have a good day.
Yeah, welcome, Jackson. Always good to see you.
Yeah. Hey, Maranya says, hey there, Jackson. You found us by sniffing out my shrimp and cheesy grits. And Michael Taylor says, I will name names. And Jackson Roykirk says, I did. I'm ready for lunch now. Captain UK, he says his Mount Rushmore is Kirby, Kubert, Eisner, Kaluta, and Adams. But I could go on and on. Yes, yes. That's a great group, though, right there, Captain. Nothing wrong with that group. Yep, Kaluta, right. And Rob Brown says, I agree, Bob Layton is the best Iron Man artist. Absolutely. Cool. Jackson Roykirk says, Johnny Romita Sr., Perez, Starlin, and Adams, I guess. It changes from time to time, but Mr. Perez is always on the list.
Oh, yeah. And see, Starlin's another one, man. I mean, I met him just a few months ago at the con up here. Great guy. I got a picture with him and autographed some books and loved everything he did,
Absolutely. I mean, like you said, these other ones will come to you as you can't think of them all at once. And that's the first mention of Starlin, but he deserves every right to be up there.
Right.
Great stuff. Great group there, Jackson. And Dr. Von Chilla says, okay, Peanut Gallery, which presidents are actually on Mount Rushmore? First correct answer wins a Dr. Von Chilla no prize.
You watch everybody go to Google real quick now.
And Maranya says Lincoln, Washington, Jefferson, and Teddy Roosevelt without checking Google.
It's over. Wins the prize. Talk about quick on the draw now.
That's it. And Michael Taylor says, yes, there's a lot of ways to do this list. Personal preference, however you want to do it, do the list. No wrong way. That's right. There's no wrong answers here. We're just having fun with it. We love to hear what you guys have to say.
Absolutely.
Dr. Von Chill says, congratulations, Maranya. You win the DVC no prize. Jackson Roykirk says, I'd go to Google if I could remember how. The sad, poor sad emoji. There you go. There you go, Jackson. All right, Shannon, you got another round in you?
Yeah, I got another round in me.
All right. I'm going to put you right on the spotlight. Here we go.
You showed a lot of those great Mystery in Space and Strange Adventures cover. Did you show Strange Adventures too?
No, I couldn't find my Strange Adventures.
Okay. Yeah, I got some behind me, but I thought I'd just go ahead and show these, maybe save for another time. But, when I got into buying back issues, and I know we've had this conversation a lot, I did a lot of mail order because back in the day, when you're a kid in Kentucky, there were not a whole lot of places to go to find comic books other than your corner store, and they didn't have back issues. So when I found out you could order the catalogs and all that, I went straight to mail order, and every penny I made, allowance and whatever else, went to that. So, but one series that I loved and I was able to complete pretty quickly, and you still can actually, had a lot of those great Strange Adventures and Mystery in Space reprints.
Oh, yeah.
Was From Beyond the Unknown.
Oh, yes. Nice.
I absolutely love this series, man. I think actually there was probably one or two issues where they had like a new story, but the rest of it was just all these classic reprints. But this is one of my absolute favorite titles. There's number one. It's got the Joe Kubert cover, the Turtle Men of Space, just classic.
Awesome.
And I'm not going to bring myself on this one because I took all the duplicates out of this last week. So this is just going to be one. And another great cover. I remember seeing this in a house ad. Number 2.
Oh, yeah.
Johnson, the Cosmic Ray. Number 3 with a Neil Adams cover.
Yeah. Look at that.
That's just awesome.
Mm.
And those stories are so much fun. And here's number 4. I think this was probably the first one I had. I think I got another copy. It's pretty beat up, but this is probably the first issue I had.
Wow.
Number 4. You got to have gorillas in DC. Number 5, it's Mr. X.
That's it.
I think it's a Murphy Anderson cover there. Yeah.
That's a pretty snazzy dressed gorilla, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
He got some good threads on there.
Yeah, he went to Apes or Us.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite covers, another Neil Adams, The Amazing Human Race.
Yeah. The famous praying mantis cover.
All right. And we get into the giant size, 25-cent part of it. It's number 7. I think, let's see. It's either this one or the next one where they have like the new story. But here's another Kubert cover. Number 7. Got all those great reprints in it.
The origin of the Jolly Green Giant.
There you go. And here's another Neil Adams, number 8. I always love this cover. There's another Statue of Liberty cover.
Yep.
I think this is like the first new one. Earth Shall Not Die by Denny O'Neil and Murphy Anderson.
Wow.
So if you want to search some of this out, this is a good place to start. Or any of them be a good place to start. This is just me. I just love this book.
Yeah. I think that is one of the, I think I need like 3 to complete that run. I think that's one of them. Yeah.
There's number 9, more giant size goodness. 64 pages, just stagger the imagination.
Super size.
Yeah. I already got the imagination. I'm starting to stagger, so it's already good. And here we got more Murphy Anderson, looks like. Number 10.
Yeah. Wow.
Fishmen of Earth. I like this one, too. Using Earth for target practice. Number 11.
Ooh. Take video games to a whole new level.
Yeah, you get the Space Cupid doll if you hit the center. This is another favorite. Number 12, another Joe Kubert.
Oh, yeah.
You got the caveman on the flying pterodactyl fighting some jets.
Wow.
I know you see that every day, but still.
Yeah, you know. Kind of past that.
Kubert cover, number 13.
And
more apes, number 14 with more Joe Kubert.
Yep.
Don't hurt your little pet.
DC monkeying around again.
Right. As soon as I get done reading this paper, we'll put that down for him because we don't have puppy pads. And number 15 looks like if you.
Cool.
And number 16.
Nice. Mega Robot.
Yeah. This is one of my favorites just for the cover. The stark raving mad doctor. It is scientifically impossible that there could be a place like Earth whose best known leader, or what does I say, whose most famous leader is named Neexon. I am not a crook.
That's it. I am not a crook. You won't have Tricky Dick to kick around anymore.
Okay. Unfortunately, that was the last giant size, but fortunately, this is the first 20 center. Nothing better than a 20-cent cover. Just ask Dr. Von Chilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was that banner when they first started doing the 20 centers.
There we go.
Got the Star Rovers in there.
Yes.
More Cluda, number 19. The Return of the Neanderthal Man. All Revere of Time. Who went where and why? A Star Over Stone. And I think this is Nick Cardy on this one. It's number 20.
Oh, nice.
Another, just like Time Warp, this is another series that you can get really cheap. Number 21. I like that cover.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Dark green background. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like these where they incorporate some photos in it. It's number 22.
Yep.
I think there was some Superman covers like this.
I always think of the Submariner one. Was it number 7 or something like that?
Yeah.
When I think of the photo covers. Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently they're thinking they're not getting enough ape exposure, so we got more apes. Number 23.
Hey, you monkeys.
Yeah. Or I'll steal your Reese's cups. Number 24.
Yeah. Yep.
And last but not least, the last issue, number 25.
Bingo.
Yeah, if I'd got to buy this one when it first started out, I probably would have been heartbroken to know this was the last issue. But as I knew it was a finite series, it was really fun to collect these. All right, that's all I got.
All right, we'll jump back in here. All right, and let's see what's going on. Here we go.
Okay, Maranya, Real Talk. I remember that one from one of the Teen Titans issues that we did a reading on the Geeky Puppet Show not long ago. They seemed surprised unmasking that gorilla, but didn't they notice his hands while they were cuffing him? That's a good point.
Don't be pointing out the obvious. Now, come on.
Pointing out the obvious. Rob's is Beyond the Unknown. Great book, Shannon. Thank you, sir. One of my favorites. Dr. Von Chilla from Beyond the Unknown 12. Blazer Alert. I think I gifted John a copy of that one. Michael Taylor. Very cool pterodactyl cover. I like pterodactyl covers. I always want to start out and say pterodactyl. You know, sort of like that old Bugs Bunny cartoon where the kids are watching Roadrunner and Coyote, you know. He says, when I grow up, I want to be a person. Beep, beep, zip, tang. He said, not me. When I grow up, I want to be a psychiatrist or a psychoanalyst.
Oh, man.
Jackson Roykirk says, I'm partial to the 25-cent cover, says that's when I first discovered comics. Awesome. Yeah.
I think everybody kind of feels that way, you know. Whenever you started, that's what holds probably the largest amount of nostalgia for you or something like that. There's never a right answer. It's just whatever makes you happy.
Right. Yeah. And you know, when I started, it was 20 and all 25. Yep.
All right.
Dr. Von Chilla, first in comics, best in comics. Welcome to the DC 20-cent era. Absolutely. You know, John we've had some conversations about that. Jackson Roykirk, I'd love to get all or many of Marvel's 25-cent covers, but there are a few keys that I'll never have. Oh, I understand that pain.
Absolutely. That's the pain of being a
collector.
Yeah.
Maybe that trick went out of Nair before he got cuffed. Dr. Von Chilla says, I always loved from Beyond the Unknown 23, the ape and the librarian. There's something hysterically funny about that to me. Absolutely.
The ape and the librarian. I love it. There's a
but it makes you want to look inside. Yeah, but it makes you want to look inside, you know. Like no Sayer. Shannon wouldn't have shown them if he didn't have the full run. We can rely on him. How silly of me. What's your point? Michael Taylor, very cool from Beyond the Unknown cover, Shannon. Yes, they are. Werewolf by Lunchtime. Welcome. Greetings, lovely people.
Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Whoops. Thought I clicked it. There we go.
Dr. Moncello, yeah, you did give me a copy of that book, Shannon. And did you just say pterodactyl? I sure did. My coffee ran out, you know.
My pterodactyl go-to line is from Airplane, the comedy movie, where the guy he gives him the report and says, "What do you make of this, Johnny?" He goes, "I can make a brooch. I can make a pterodactyl."
Oh, that's a classic movie.
Whenever I hear pterodactyl, that's where my mental Rolodex goes. Oh.
Right. Dexter Roykirk, Hobbs, werewolf. Michael Taylor, hey, werewolf. Werewolf by Lunchtime. So, hi, Jackson, Calvin.
All right. I think that catches us up with the peanut gallery. So, let's see. It's about 5 minutes out. You want to do a lightning round?
However you want to do it.
Well, I'll jump on. I'll show 5 books. You show 5 books?
We can do that.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. All righty. Oh. Let's see. I'm going to go to House of Secrets because I have one of my favorite little side characters there, Eclipso. And this is number 73. Eclipso's little science fiction action.
Oh, yeah. I love Eclipso.
Space alien. And we got House of Secrets number 74 with Eclipso and Prince Ramen. Oh, nothing's wrong with this. Here we go.
Oh, that's a cool cover. The negative Eclipso.
The negative Eclipso. And I just love the headdress on this right here when they do these from this point out. This is number 75, House of Secrets. Eclipso, featuring Eclipso, hero and villain in one man, and Prince Ramen, Mind Master. I just love the headdress on that stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's so cool.
That to me, that's like comics right there. It
is. You are absolutely right, my friend.
And then we got number 76. Same thing, Eclipso and Prince Ramen fighting some kind of fiery guy, battling Helio, the sun demon.
Oh, yeah.
He's tackling 2 guys. I don't know if he's too bright. And last but not least, for my final round here, lightning round, it's number 77, Eclipso and Prince Ramen again, the 7 circles of evil.
Oh, there we go.
And Go-Go Jacks.
Yeah, man, they need to get that guy some better fitting diapers.
All right. Let's see. We're going to get you up there. Boom. You're on.
Okay. We can show some strange adventures since we got a little time here. There's number 222. Great Adam Strange cover.
Oh, yes. That's a great one. Yeah. I love that cover.
Nice one.
That's reminiscent of Adam. Was it Adam 28? Where those guys in the frogman suit are almost walking up. It's very reminiscent of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And here we have one of my favorite features on 223, Atomic Knights.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Love that series.
Yes.
And number 224, more Adam Strange.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta love the villains.
I'll block it.
I will vacuum you up and you won't know what happened.
Well, that sucks. Boom, boom.
And here we got 225. Another Joe Kubert classic.
Yeah, yeah.
Aliens and biplanes out in space. The Wooden World War.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, it is.
The juxtaposition of that stuff is just great.
And last but not least, I have the first giant size Strange Adventures. That's one of my favorites. Number 226. The Joe Kubert cover.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, who will trigger World War III? You know, you kind of see in there. You know, you got Bobby Kennedy and Mao Zedong, and you know, all those people.
The Iron Sheik down there in the bottom.
The Iron Sheik, yeah. There's lots of great stuff. You got Adam Strange, you got Atomic Knights, and you know, just a great package. All right,
we're back in here. We'll jump back to the chat one final time here. And we got, is it your turn or my turn? I can't remember.
Take about on the chat here. But Pterodactyl versus Bob Backlund, classic 1980 WWF.
There we go. Speaking of wrestling, there we go.
His last name was Pterodactyl. I just thought.
And Captain UK Pop Culture Fun. I apologize for my lack of comments today, everyone. I have been called out to work once and had to take phone calls from them twice. Nightmare day off. Don't they know you're only human, man?
You have important stuff in comics. Maranya, ouch, not fun at all, Captain UK. Glad that you're here and watching. Absolutely.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Captain UK say thanks, Maranya. Gonna have to watch the rerun to catch up. That's okay. Hopefully it's just as funny as the first time we went through. Hopefully.
And Dr. Voncello, they're calling you because you are the man, Captain UK. Yes, he is. Go.
Michael Taylor says, very cool House of Secrets, Doc. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Captain UK. Cheers, John.
And Lady M says, Pauline's nemesis, the evil vacuum cleaner. Boom, boom, boom.
And Dr. Jill says, the living vacuum sits alongside the aforementioned Paste Pot Pete and the Asbestos Man.
Absolutely.
All those classics.
Oh, man. Michael Taylor says, very cool book, Shannon.
Thanks, sir. Michael Taylor, great show. Had a blast as always. We're glad you guys enjoy it.
Easy Comic Reader says, another great show, gentlemen. Loved it. Thank you very much. And thank you again for that creativity on our opening theme song today. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, I will try to be in a better voice next time. Maranya is like, take care, Rod, Shannon, every wonderful nutty member of the Peanut Gallery and all the NOTDs, nuts of the day out there. Stay safe and cool. Thank you, Maranya.
Easy Comic Reader says, have a great weekend, everybody. And where Maranya had mentioned the nuts of the day, I just want to let everybody know, no, I did not have another mental faux pas and forget to do a nut of the day. I have a nut of the day. It was ready to go. Unfortunately, the nut of the day wasn't here today. So we're going to save it till maybe next week. They might show up. So maybe I got to have a backup. Maybe I'll do a backup one too, just in case. But that's why we didn't have a nut of the day today. They just didn't happen to show up yet today. So we'll see. Next week we'll be ready.
And Captain UK Pop Culture Fun. Take care, everyone, until next time. You as well, sir.
You too. And Maranya says, I'm so glad we had this. I'm so glad we had this time together. Got to tug on the ear, right?
Maranya Burnett.
Yeah. There you go. I got you.
Channel of the week.
I do have a channel of the week. It is Psychotronic Squirt Gun. So definitely check his channel out. I think you'll all love it. So he'll be coming up as soon as we're done. Dr. Von Chilla. Okay, y'all. As always, it's been a lot of fun. See y'all next week. Hit that thumbs up. Yes, sir, Bob. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. John.
We're off by lunchtime, an Englishman in Australia eating American hot dogs. Man, that's a lot to keep up with.
And Rob Brown says, yeah, great show, guys. I'll catch the beginning later today. Saturday mornings are as fun as they used to be. Well, that's our aim here. That's what we do it for. We want to have fun on Saturday mornings, and you guys help make it fun for us.
Absolutely.
So, all right. Well, I guess that wraps it up. Unless you got anything else, you got anything going on this weekend?
I'm just going to chill, man. I mean, after those 12-hour shifts and the hot weather, and I think it's already looking like it's going to storm today. So we'll probably just sock it in and chill out and watch some TV and read some comics. Maybe make a meal. We'll see what happens. But
you're gonna have some grits.
I think my son and two of my grandkids might be coming over later, so I got that to look forward to.
Oh, cool.
How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to hang out. I think I'm going to try to log in the books that I bought yesterday into my inventory. And if I have time this afternoon, I may do a live stream later on in the day, probably 4 o'clock or so, and do a live stream and show those off and have some fun that way.
Oh, cool. So, very cool.
So we'll see how it goes. So. Well, all righty then. That's all for us over here. Thank you all once again for hanging out with us. You don't know how much that means to us, or me and Shannon, to see you guys here every Saturday morning. It makes it worthwhile getting up here. So,
oh yeah, it still blows my mind. You know, the people want to show up and spend their Saturday mornings hanging out with us, and we will be eternally grateful. I mean, it's
absolutely.
Without you, there's no us. You know, I sound like a broken record, but I mean, it's true. So, you
know. No, you couldn't have said it any better. You are correct. We love every one of you showing up. We're very appreciative. Thank you very, very much. So we are good to go till next week. Hope you'll all be able to join us again next Saturday morning, and we'll do it all over again. And we're gonna do the channel of the week, the community channel of the week. It's Psychotronic Squirt Gun. I just love the name.
And I just remembered we might have a special guest next week.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
About that. That's right. Oh, who is it gonna be? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Either that or wait till I do the ad thing and it'll come out. No, definitely you guys are going to want to be here next week. Absolutely. Right. If everything falls in place, you're definitely going to want to be here next week. So, all right. That's it for us over here. We'll see you guys next Saturday morning. We'll have a bunch of laughs, a bunch of fun, and we'll certainly have a bunch of comics. So join us again. And here we go with this week's Channel of the Week. And we'll see you all next Saturday. Everybody have a great week.
Bye, everybody.